welcome to the Daily Download. I'm your host, Dr. Darrell R. Pulley. This is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing and we are glad in it. Thank you so much for being a part of the Daily Download, where the Lord daily loads us with his benefits. And I'm telling you, today is already loaded. It is already jammed and packed with the lessons and the blessings of God. And my heart and my mind are open to receive all the good that God has for me. And I am praying with you today that your heart and your mind are open and receptive to divine unlimited ideas. Again, welcome to the Daily Download. If this is your first time, welcome to the Daily Download family. Like, follow, and share the Dr. Darrell Pulley page so that you can get notifications of when we are on Facebook Live. And if you're one of our regular Kingdom citizens, students of truth, you know what time it is. It's time to press that share button, invite a family member, a friend, a neighbor, a co-worker, a classmate, a church member, and let them know that you're looking at the Daily Download live with Dr. Darrell Pulley, and invite them to watch it live with you. All right, today is Ash Wednesday. Happy Ash Wednesday, everyone. Today is the official national, international beginning of the Lenten season, and that's why I got on my black today, because when they would do fasting in the Old Testament, they would put themselves in sackcloth and ashes. So I got my black on today because I'm in sackcloth and ashes, preparing and getting ready and entering into the Lenten season. For the Lenten season, we are working with my latest publication, Wayshower, A New View of Jesus. If you haven't got your copy, you can get it electronically on Barnes and you can get it electronically on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. You can get a hard copy anywhere books are sold. You can do print on demand. You can also get electronic copies of the book. If you have any challenges with getting the book, you can email me at drpulley, T-O-R-Pulley, P-U-L-L-E-Y @gmail.com. You can also access all of whatever it is that I got going on through Dr. Pulley. That's the same for the Twitter, for the Instagram, for the Facebook, for the YouTube channel, for my website. All of it is Dr. Pulley written all out. And you can access us any of those ways using Dr. Pulley. Well, today we're just excited that Lent is finally here. How you been doing with your water? Come on, let me know. You know I'm conserving and preserving the earth, so I have my water filled in this wonderful container. I've already started off. I've had my 16 ounces to start the day, and now I'm on my next set of 16 ounces. Come on, let me know. How you doing with the water? How much water have you drunk already? How much water have you consumed already? Let me know. How many ounces? How many ounces have you had of water already? I suggest that you start your day off with the water and end your day with water. Have water at every meal. Drink the water before you drink anything else at any meal, and drink water after any other beverage that you consume. That'll get your mind and your heart and your body ready for the water. I'm gonna have some water right now. How about you drink some? All right, now that I've had my sip of water, let's go into today. Today we're talking about rejection. Rejection is my friend. Come on, affirm that with me. Rejection is my friend. I know you got a list of friends. I know you got thousands of friends on Facebook, but I want to give you another friend today. Rejection is your friend. That's our topic for today, and we're on day 4 in Wayshower, A New View of Jesus. And yes, I got to take my glasses off to read. Our reading for this day, if you're for extended reading throughout the day, is Luke chapter 2, verses 1 through verses 20. And our verse of the day is Matthew 21 and 42. Again, that's the gospel according to Matthew, chapter 21 and verse number 42. Jesus said unto them, "Did you ever read in the scriptures, the stone which the builders rejected, the same has become head of the corner? This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes." Again, that's Matthew 21 and verse number 42. Our denial, that which we're using to wipe things away from our consciousness, releasing that which we do not desire, is I release any thoughts or feelings of rejection. Rejection happens, but you don't hold on to it, you release it. So any thoughts of rejection, any feelings of rejection, take time right in this moment to release it. Come on, take a deep breath and release the rejection. Breathe in again. Let go of the rejection. Inhale one more time and let go of the rejection. All right, and once we do our denial, then we can do our affirmation. I am way sure I can handle rejection. That means whenever it happens, you can handle it. I am way sure I can handle rejection. And our kingdom principle is divine placement. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be in every area of my life. I cannot be where I'm not. I can only be where I am. Therefore, I show up to this time, to this place, to this space, fully present, open, and ready to receive all the lessons and all the blessings that God has planted in this place for me. All right, affirm with me again, rejection is my friend. I know you thought rejection was the enemy, but rejection is your friend. It is my friend. Pulley point number one. The first thing to realize is that rejection is a part of the human experience. Anybody who is human, anybody who has on a physical body, a physical form, has experienced rejection at least once in your life. Come on, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, give me some high fives. If you've ever been rejected in your life, raise your hand, give me some high fives, give me some love, because rejection is a part of the human experience. In other words, rejection is normal. Everybody is going to be rejected, has been rejected. Let me tell you, if you keep on living, you're going to be rejected some more. Rejection has to do with people's preferences. And sometimes you are not who people prefer. They may pick somebody else for the job. They may pick someone else for the position. They may choose someone else to be in a relationship with, because what it is that they desire is not you. So we experience that and feel that as rejection. But it also works in the other way. Sometimes people are going to be rejected by you. They're going to be in love with you and you're not going to be in love with them. They're going to want you, but like you to cat's meow, but you're not going to want them. And so they're going to feel rejection. So rejection is a part of the human experience. So the more that you can normalize rejection and realize it's just a part of life, then the better you can feel about yourself, the better you can feel about other people, and realize that everybody has choices, everybody has preferences. People like what they like, people choose what they choose, who they choose. And so when you're saying yes to one thing, you're saying no to something else. When you accept one thing, you are rejecting something else. And so rejection is a part of the human experience. And so you experience rejection not because you're a bad person, not because you're ugly, not because you're unlovable. You experience rejection because rejection is a part of the human experience. Teach it to your children, to your grandchildren, to your family and your friends that rejection is a part of the human experience. Every day, all day long, you are accepting and rejecting. Every day, all day long, you're being accepted or you're being rejected. People are telling you yes or they're telling you no. And so therefore, rejection is a part of the human experience. So since it's a part of the human experience, you might as well go ahead and befriend it. Since it's going to be something that you're going to experience for the rest of your life, go ahead and accept it. It's a part of the human experience. Pulley point number one, rejection is a part of the human experience. Pulley point number two, when you are rejected by some, you are accepted by others. And it's almost like you have a coin, and the coin has flip sides, heads and tails. Anybody ever flip, and call it in the air, heads and tails? And so rejection is one side of a coin. I'm going to call rejection tails, all right? And I'm going to call acceptance heads. So every coin has heads and tails. So if you're being rejected by one person, then you need to flip the coin and see who you're being accepted by. Because acceptance and rejection are flip sides of the same coin. Let me say it again. Acceptance and rejection are flip sides of the same coin. One door opens, another door closes. One door closes, a better door opens. It's flip sides of the same coin. So it's not something catastrophic. It's not devastating, like an earthquake or something that's out of the norm when you are rejected. What I'm challenging you to do is that when you feel rejected, to look for the acceptance, because it's flip sides of the same coin. Now, if we think about Jesus, our way sure, the text that we're looking at, he was accepted by the wise men. They accepted him. He was accepted by the shepherds. They accepted him. But in the same experience, he was also rejected by the innkeeper who had the inn. There was no room for Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus in the inn. He had to be conceived in, he had to be born in the manger. So he was rejected. They were rejected by the innkeepers. They were also rejected by Herod, where Herod was trying to kill them. So the same way that the shepherds and the wise men accepted them and celebrated them, they were also rejected by the innkeeper and by Herod. So people are accepting and rejecting you all the time. And life is balanced. It is acceptance and rejection. But what happens is we focus so much on the rejection that we're not looking for the acceptance. So get in your mind, if I'm rejected in one place, I'm accepted somewhere else. Also know the balance that if you're accepted in one area, there's also going to be some rejection, because acceptance and rejection help you to be balanced. Come on, say that with me. Acceptance and rejection help me to be balanced. And it is God's desire for you to live a holistically healthy, balanced, and well-rounded life. Acceptance and rejection helps you to be balanced. So wherever there is rejection, there's also acceptance, but you just got to look for it. You just got to expect it. You just got to find it. And wherever there is rejection, wherever there's acceptance, there's also rejection. And you probably don't have to look for that. It'll just probably just show itself up and make itself clear. All right, so pulley point number one. Rejection is a part of the human experience, so therefore befriend it, embrace it. Pulley point number two is that wherever there is rejection, there is acceptance. There are flip sides of the same coin. Pulley point number three. Why do we have a rejection? What is the point? Why would God allow us as God's children, made in the image and likeness of God, spiritual beings? Why do we have to have rejection? Why can't we just eject that out of the experience? Because of our divine principle. Rejection puts you where you're supposed to be. The principle of divine placement. Rejection puts you where you are supposed to be. I'm going to say it one more time. Rejection puts me exactly where I'm supposed to be. The reason why you were rejected is because a part of God's divine placement, that was not where you're supposed to be. That's why that door closed. That's why that position ended. That's why that relationship is over. That's why they picked somebody else to be in the fraternity. That's why they picked somebody else to be a part of the sorority. That's why you didn't get picked. That's why your number wasn't called. That's why your name was not announced, because that was not where you were supposed to be. Rejection is God's tool to help you to be exactly where you are supposed to be in every area of your life. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, vocationally, socially, in every area of your life. It is rejection that helps you get where you were supposed to be. If everything and everybody accepted you, then you would know where you were supposed to be. But it is through rejection, it is through people telling you no, it is through people putting you out, it is through people saying I prefer something or someone else that puts you exactly where you are supposed to be. So rejection is a gift. I can't get off of it. Rejection is a gift from God. It is your friend. Rejection is your friend because it puts you exactly where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, with whom you're supposed to be there with. So the Bible says the stone that the builders rejected, the same is made the head of the corner. If they had not rejected the stone would never be the cornerstone. It would have just been one of them stones mixed in with all the rest of the stones. But because the stone was rejected by the builders, then it had the opportunity to be where it was supposed to be the cornerstone, because it wasn't accepted with the other stones. And so rejection helps you to be exactly where you're supposed to be, helps you to have exactly what you're supposed to have. And what Jesus ended this scripture out in Matthew 21 and 42, which is a quote from the Old Testament. This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Begin to see rejection as the Lord's doing, as a part of the divine order of the universe to place you where you're supposed to be. It's not the devil. It's not your family background. It's not any of those other things. It is the Lord's doing that you were rejected. It's the Lord's doing that you are rejected so that you can be exactly where you are supposed to be. And begin to call it marvelous. Begin to say simply marvelous. It is marvelous marvelous that I was rejected, because if I had not been rejected, I would not be in the place that I'm supposed to be. And so rejection is your friend. Pulley point number one, rejection is a part of the human experience. Pulley point number two, it is the flip side of the same coin of acceptance. If you see rejection, flip it over and find the acceptance. Pulley point number three, rejection is your friend because it places you exactly where you are supposed to be. Can we just take time and give God some praise for rejection? Come on, where are my worshipers in there? To just give God worship and praise and thanksgiving and adoration and glory. Come on, lift God up, magnify, exalt. Come on, I feel some praise in this room today. Give God some praise for rejection because it placed you exactly where you are supposed to be. And when you are where you're supposed to be, you are celebrated and not just tolerated. It's even greater than acceptance. Once you accept where you're supposed to be and release the rejection, you feel a sense of celebration. You feel a joy. You feel excitement because I'm where I am supposed to be. And rejection was the vehicle that got me here. Come on, we got about 10 more seconds. Give God some more praise. Give God some more glory. Give God some more honor. It was good that I was rejected. It was good that I was wounded. It was good that I was afflicted. Rejection got me where I am supposed to be. And let me tell you, it's good for us to be here. It is good for us to be right where we are. I love you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much for being a part of the daily download. Sow a seed, meet a need, boost a post. Everybody needs to hear this message, and the seeds that you sow today will go into getting this message boosted throughout. At 7 o'clock a.m., we will have prayer on my personal page, Darrell R. Pulley. So join us for prayer and get your anointing for Ash Wednesday. You can get if you're not going to make it to a service this evening, you can get a virtual anointing, get some virtual ashes on your head. I'm going to be giving out ashes at 7 o'clock a.m. Join us for prayer at 7 o'clock a.m. Remember to drink your water, and until tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m., I don't know what you call him, but I call him holy. I call him Ratio. And therefore I give God the glory, the honor, and the praise.